For Sunday, February 11th, 2018, there has been a number of stories circulating around the internet, YouTube, and social media sites that First Lady Melania Trump had to hire an exorcist to come in and cleanse the White House. And, well, it's come out today that that simply is false. It's not real. It never happened. And I'm very surprised that, of all people, Alex Jones fell for this hype and sensationalism to grab views, that he fell for this, especially when you look at the source of where this originated from. Here's one article: First Lady did not hire exorcist for White House. I'm going to try to put as many links below, but you can do a Google search yourself. A spokeswoman for the First Lady says multiple reports that Melania Trump had a ceremony to rid the White House of demons before moving in is false. Stephanie Grissom said the reports that were shared widely on a social media are not true in any way. The stories originate from a broadcast with Indiana pastor and radio host Paul Begley, who said that Mrs. Trump said at her husband's presidential inauguration that she would not move into the White House until the residence was exorcised. This is part of the Associated Press' ongoing effort to fact-check misinformation is shared widely online, including work with Facebook to identify and reduce the circulation of false stories on its platform. These stories are put out, they're hyped up, and they're sensationalized to draw you, the unsuspecting viewer, in, and more subscribers means more money. And this is just one story. We're going to go to some more because it's all over the internet now, but this is just in the imagination of a pastor from Indiana. Let's see what else we can find. And this is from the Star Tribune, and the stories are pretty much the same, all pinpointing to a Indiana pastor that believes Planet X is going to bring about the apocalypse. That he came out with this story, but it's not true. First Lady did not hire exorcists for White House. And here's one from the Baltimore Post, same story. First Lady did not hire exorcists for White House. A spokeswoman for the First Lady says multiple reports that Melania Trump had a ceremony to rid the White House of demons before moving in is false. Stephanie Grissom said the reports that were shared on social media are not true in any way. The story originated from a broadcast with Indiana pastor and radio host Paul Begley, who said that Mrs. Trump said her husband's presidential inauguration that she would not move into the White House until the residence was exorcised. And let's see what else we can find. Again, this is now from the I did my research here, the Baltimore Post. And this is from the Associated Press, the National Post, same statement. First Lady did not hire exorcists. And from a local news station, 94.5, The Answer News Opinion Insight, First Lady did not hire exorcists or White House. This is made up. It's hype. It's stories to draw you in and to get viewers and subscribers at the expense of the unsuspecting viewer that put their trust in us on social media to bring you the truth and to not come up with false stories. There's just too much fake news in the world today. And of all things, it even appears the failing New York Times actually got one story right. February 10th, you can see, 2018, First Lady did not hire exorcists for White House. A spokeswoman for the First Lady says multiple reports that Melania Trump had a ceremony to rid the White House of demons before moving in is false. The stories originate from a broadcast with an Indiana pastor and radio host Paul Begley, who said Mrs. Trump at her husband's presidential inauguration, but she would not move into the White House until the residence was exorcised. It's just one story after the other. There is just so much more to this. Just bear with me. I don't know. There's just so much out here on the World Wide Web, but this is total false. It never happened. And just kind of do your best to use discernment. And I'm surprised that Alex Jones fell for this, especially this person that he took this information from. Is just so many stories just can't be cooperated. They are just way out there and hyped up. And so I just want to ease everyone's mind that this never did happen. There was no cleansing of the White House, so to speak. It's just more hype and sensationalism at you, the viewer and subscriber, at your disadvantage, because we believe what we hear on the internet. We trust those that are putting out information that it's going to be true. But do your fact checking, and God bless you today.